man is back.
Oh, okay, oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered.
This is your boy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. Back at it with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video for you guys, and I'm talking about something that, well, the story behind the topic is old, but the topic is still relevant to this day, and I'm talking about this. 2K, once again, so I'm talking about 2K, not just 2K Sports, but 2K as a whole. So, if you're a YouTuber or a live streamer, any kind, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, and you really want to work with 2K, whether it's 2K or 2K Sports or anything along those lines, you may want to think again. You may seriously want to think again. So, this ain't just for 2K. This is basically for any business, any publisher, any developer, whatever the case may be. Because let's face it, like, none of these businesses care about you. They only care about the bottom line. They only care about making money. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Like, there's a few exceptions to that here and there. But for the most part, these companies do not give a damn about you. They only care about money. So, here's a story that happened. When did this happen? I want to say this happened either in January this year or sometime last year. I want to say sometime last year. But it was a good minute since this story happened. So 2K had this habit of sending private investigators to YouTubers' houses. I'm dead serious. They done it a while back involving some YouTuber involved in Borderlands 3. And, well, not recently, but like I said, either this happened this past January or late last year. If memory serves it correctly, some private investigators, you know, some, I guess like the FBI or something along those lines, they showed up at Phantasm's house. So, if you don't know who Phantasm is, Phantasm, assuming I say his name correctly, is a famous NBA 2K YouTuber. And this dude has been highly critical of the game. He's been highly critical of the game, and rightfully so, because lately 2K been garbage. NBA 2K has been hot garbage. And, you know, he'll call them out on some things, you know, some of the moves, or not moves, the modes, the gameplay, the graphics, whatever the case may be. The fact that Ronnie lied about NBA 2K20 and things of that nature. So, yeah, he will be critical in his videos at times, and he gets a lot of views. So, basically, the bottom line is this. If you're criticizing a company and you get lots of views, they're going to do everything in their power to shut you up. So, either they're going to hit up YouTube and say, yo, take that video down, or they could go to the stream and send private investigators to your house and say, yo, we want you to stop making these videos, otherwise we're going to sue you, we're going to do this and that, blah, blah, blah. And normally when 2K sends private investigators to your house, here's what normally happens. No, one, you will cave and say, okay, I won't do it no more. And then two, they still take your channel down. They will still get your channel taken down. So whether you cave or you're not, or you don't cave, your channel is going down when you get that a visit from private investigators, whatever the case may be, that 2K send to your house. And 2K are known to hit up your DMs and say, yo, we don't like that video you put out there, blah, blah, blah. I mean, here's another example. You remember the agent video that he put out where he talked about the contract? In that video, you know, he said that Ronnie would, or some of the developers or whatever the case may be, say, yo, agent, we don't like that video. We don't like what you said in that video, blah, blah, blah. So these companies will put out shitty products, but at the same time, still want people to sell them as the greatest thing on earth. You know, and especially with NBA 2K20, especially with NBA 2K18, and with 2K19, their product have been terrible. Their product have been hot garbage. And like, in terms of which is the worst, it's between 2K18 and 2K20. But either way, their product is awful. It's shitty. Now, some of you probably wondering, but wait a minute. True, You're talking about NBA 2K. You've been bashing NBA 2K at times. Why haven't we heard anything about you? Well, it's simple. I don't, I mean, look at the likes of Agent. Look at the likes of Phantasm. Even Jack Bill. I remember something correctly. I believe somebody hit up his DM saying, yo, we don't like these videos that you're putting out, blah, blah, blah. And the difference between those three guys and me, they got more subscribers. They got more views, so they get more traffic than I do. So I'm able to get away with stuff like this right now. But if this channel ever blows up later on and people are watching more of my videos and 2K still exists, then yeah, I may face that further down the road. Assuming that I'm still making videos, who knows? Assuming I'm still making video game videos or I'm still trash talking 2K, because by that time they could get their shit together. Who knows? I don't know. But at this point in time, 2K don't even know who I am. Even though I tagged Ronnie, at one point in time, I was tagging Ronnie like crazy, calling him out on his lies and on his bullshit, basically, on Twitter. 2K do not know who I am. So I'm able to get away with it. It's that simple. At this point in time, because I am an extremely smaller YouTuber with this channel anyway, I can get away with it. I can get away with it. But, like, if you're trying to be a YouTuber or a live streamer and you get traffic and you feel like you can say whatever it is you want about any company, yeah, don't be surprised if there's a knock on your door and it's either that company or the private investigators who were sent by that company you were trashing, in your last video, whatever the case may be. Now, what is the remedy to all this? Am I saying keep your mouth shut? Like, the bigger you become? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, though, is this. And I said this many times before when people try to criticize my work. And that is this. Like, there's a right way to criticize and there's a wrong way to criticize. The right way to criticize is to basically not start cussing and crap like that. Don't be all angry, whatever the case may be. Just give a responsible and adult-like criticism. Be like, yeah, the game is just okay because of this issue, because of that issue. And then you say what they should do to fix these issues or to make sure they don't make these mistakes again in either the next update, the next patch, or even the next version of the game, wherever the case may be. And guess what? People will listen. Like, if you were, criticizing my work, and you gave me a responsible, no nonsense adult criticism, like for example, I make beats. So if you come up to me and say, yeah, the beat was okay, but it was too bassy, not enough kicks, I didn't like the snare sound and stuff like that, blah blah blah. I would listen to it, and if it makes sense to me, I would take it under consideration and say, okay, you know what? You make a good point. I would keep that in mind for the next time I make a beat. Or if I really feel positive about that beat, I would probably make some changes, based on what people would say about it. Again, those who give the proper critique, whatever the case may be. But if you come up in here and be like, oh man, your beat was garbage, man. Nobody ain't gonna fuck with your beats, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother with you. See, the younger me would cuss you out for that. The older me is smarter than that and would be like, yeah, I'm about to mute you, toss you out the window, and I'm not gonna deal with you at all because you're not worth my time. And these companies are like that. Some of these companies are like that. So again, come up with that responsible, criticism, and you may get the response that you are looking for, based off of your criticism. So that's probably the only way I would say how to remedy the situations and how to avoid situations like that is to not be like, oh man, even though I said this in the video, NBA 2K20 is a shitty game, it's a shitty product. But to be honest, if you're trying to be a big time YouTuber, you shouldn't call their product shitty. You should say this was not good and then explain why it was not good and then explain how to fix it, and things of that nature. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. And with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.